Hello and welcome back to Buffett Trader. Today, there has been a recent news about Berkshire Hathaway buying United Health stocks, and also Michael Burry he bought some call on United Health as well. So I am going to Berkshire Hathaway new stake holding, and these are the 6 stock they just added by the end of June 30th, which is the second quarter. So now let's go through them and see what it is. So for United Health, I got some share in it, and I added a little bit, but it was here when I add some. It came down to here, and I added some more, and then no, it was 240 something. So my average is like 289 or 86, something like that. And recently, during the earning, I did a video review on United Health, and I say it maybe come down to 250, and guess what? It did. Now you can see this number that I was still working on, and we're gonna go over today. All right, so now let's take this out, but I'm gonna leave the level. So here, right, if I look at the sticker right now, look at this, it up 13%, 308 right now. So you can see here, this is the resistance. It broke out, and usually it broke out, it tend to come up a little bit more and then come back to test, right? But with this case, maybe it will be different with this Buffett effect, right? It will come up maybe to, I don't know, it could tomorrow, it could go up to all the way to 325, 326, right here at this level. And then maybe it will come back a little bit and then bounce to here. So what we can do is that if it breaks, I mean, it broke out already, and 300 was the even number, right? But now look like it's gonna go up more, and probably by tomorrow morning we may see it come up to, let's say, 312 to all the way to 326, right? And a lot of those short, if we got short recovering, it go fast. So we can see the second, I mean the first level is here, but the second level would be 379 or 378, right? So we don't know. So most likely what I'm thinking, that it will come up like this, come down, let's say about 308, 300 or 304, and then it will come up here, something like this. Okay, something like this. The reason why I put 378 because of this. This is the gap, right, before this. So you can see this gap down again, right? And then it closed this gap right here, and come up, and then here you got another gap, and then now we are closing this gap tomorrow. So every gap up or down, it will close. And you can see here, this gap will be closed. We don't know when, but it will close. So right now is look like we might see I would say tomorrow probably about 318 to 326. That's what I'm thinking. So the next stock is DR Horton. And I was looking at it at the earning, and I say most likely from here they're gonna bounce because it was oversold right here. You can see it, right? Oversold. So it bounced, and I expected probably 336 to 340, and it broke all the way up. Here it broke out, came back down to test, and broke out finally, right? And with this, so I am gonna remove these, and if I see, you can see there's another gap right here at 179. So 179, this will be the resistance. So expect it to come up here, 179. Oops. So 179, right? And then I think it's gonna come down. Probably down here or even here to test. So we don't know. But most likely it hit 179, then we'll pull back. If I can redraw, wow, you can see, look at this. With the breakout after the earning, the trend changed a little bit and looked like it will hit 179. That is when it pulled back, which is which I think is let me see. Then because when the price move, we have different things. So okay, so right now you can see it come down here like this at 164. All right, now let me check for DR Horton. You can see 172. So yep, tomorrow most likely gonna hit 179, and we might have pullback. LEN NUE, I haven't looked at this for a while, and trend line here is go all the way back 2020. Right now is overbought. So what this NUE is gonna go up even more. Let me see. So you can see that it's been trending up and then way overbought. Long term is also overbought, but it's actually come down quite a bit. If I draw from here to here, so you can see it was below the long-term resistance, and here was a breakout. So what's next for it? Next will be right here, or even right here, to close the gap over here at 145. The 145 will be the stop point, right? Because once you know Buffett is buying, everybody will buy. To take advantage of the news, and then they might sell after a hit. And where will it go? Let's see. If I draw the trend line, it's hard to say. probably like this. Yeah, not too much to draw here. But I would say if it come back, we may see it come back to probably at this point 130, which is today price. Okay, why 130? Because you can see it's hit right here, about touching right here a little bit, right here and right here. If you go over here, you can see this here, this here. So 130 is actually a good point to pull back as well. And if I look it up, see, boom, 141, 145. You see that? Very, very close. This is, I'm using just simple trend line, support, resistance, the low, the high, to predict the prices. All right, next we have NUE core. NUE core is a little bit overbought now. Long term is overbought. Well, you know what? This is why I love technical analysis, because it works. You can see this is a bull flag, and already we see a bounce here, right? Well, we're gonna bounce more, right? So now let's look at trend line. So we got the low, and here we got the low, and then this is the high. I would say here's the high. So this is the trend line, right? If I have to guess where it's gonna land, it will be around here. You can see I would usually, for high, I look at the previous high, but we passed already. Now we go to the next one and then the next one. But here we got this point where it's right here and go all the way here. You see many points. So I choose this one, and look like it's gonna be, look how great this one is. We go all the way here, 158, the resistance of this current trend, and basically resistance of the past high. So 158 will be where you're gonna come back, bounce up to, and then pull back. Where would it pull back? I would say 152, or even right here at most likely we gonna come back at 149, 150 right here. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a guess. Where would it be? I would say another 5%, so $9-10, so 154 right now. Uh, 155 or 156. You see that? That's technical analysis for you. All right, next would be LAMR advertising. Short term is a little bit oversold. Long term is a little bit oversold as well, so it does do for a bounce. If I had to draw a trend line, then this will trend line. Why did I choose this one instead, but I chose this one? Well, the reason why is that we go with the majority of the group, right? And this is like the outcast. So it's almost like you gotta break down or you gotta break out and then it come back. So high and then high. Okay. So where will it bounce to? Well, it bounce to probably right here at 130. Again, I want to slow down a little bit to take this chance to show you, right? First, we got the resistance line, and then now I picked this line because if we go through, go to the left, we got this one right here, this right here, this right here. So it's a good level to pick, and somehow you can see it's kind of like intersects with the resistance here, the orange line. So that's a good place for me to pick, right? So 130. Right, and then we'll see it bounce back to probably here 126, and then my bounce like this 133 or even 135. Okay, but this is just a prediction. Now let's see what it is right now overnight. I would say 128, 130. Well, 126. We got close, right? But all right. All right. The last one. Allegiant. Overbought short term, overbought long term. So that means, there's more chance of it pulling back compared to the other one. Okay, so let's draw a quick trend line. Okay. Okay, this one going to be a tricky one because look like it is at all-time high. So if I would have guessed 5% from here, about $9, $8.50. So we'll have 175, 176. Okay, so 176 most likely. Okay, so we break out. Let's give it 180. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. Let's say it's 180, and maybe it might come up a little bit more, but it will back down to the channel. Usually when it does come down, it come down around midpoint. So it might come down to 172, 170. So 180 and then 172. No, 170. I think it, yeah. So 170. Okay. Well, let's see what we have here. ALLE. What happened? 173. Not bad, right? So that means it might not go up that much, but maybe 175, 176. Maybe 176. And then pull back to here, like this. Yeah, that's make more sense. But I'm gonna put 180 because with more people buying, and then when they hear Buffett is buying stuff, because this is not a high, we might not going that high. So 180 maybe the highest it will go, but it will come back to 170. And then I would say after that it might even go lower to here, 154, to close this gap right here. So we will see. We just put the level here and come back in about 2 weeks or so and check. All right, thanks for watching. Please hit a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.